American Indian. If you're going to deal with justice, wait, just a minute. If you're going to deal with justice, listen to what I'm going to say.
Go ahead.
If you're going to be a just people in this society, this land here really belongs to the so-called American Indian who took it right. That's justice. Okay? Now, if you're going to talk about Christ, you got to go back to the law of justice. The Bible says if you move another man's plot, move his insignia from his plot of land, that is wrong, and you have to pay for that.
Reuben is a Seminole Indian. Gad is a North American Indians. Asher is the Brazilian Indians. Naphtali is the Argentinian Indians. Issachar is the Mexican Indians. Those are the real tribes of Israel, according to the scriptures. Now, if the cameraman can come back to this, I'd like to focus on this. The real Jews are black, like this relief from the walls of the tombs of Egypt shows. See that? It clearly shows that they're black people. Now, the caption under this says, brick making by the Jews in Egypt. Now, this is in the back of a Bible. Through the Bible, they got pictures of Europeans, false pictures. Like this picture here of Christ. That's a false image. Christ was not a so-called white man. Matter of fact, we're going to go and read some of the scriptures. All the children of Israel were so-called black people. Jeremiah 14:2 tell you that Judah was black unto the ground. I'm going to read that now. Jeremiah, the 14th chapter and the 2nd verse says this. Judah mourneth, and the gates thereof languish. They are black unto the ground. So that's telling you that the tribe of Judah is the color of the earth. If you dig up the earth, it's different shades of brown. Now I'm going to go to the book of Amos, and we're going to find out the color of the whole nation of Israel. Amos, the 9th chapter, and the 7th verse says this. Bear with me a minute. Are you not as the children of the Ethiopians unto me, O children of Israel? So what is that saying? That's saying that the Israelites look like the Ethiopians. Now, I want to go and get the color of Christ, because the color of Christ is in here. Also, Christ's birthday is in the Bible. So I'm going to the book of Revelation, and we're going to see what color Jesus Christ is. This is Revelations. I'm going to read the 1st chapter and the 1st verse, the revelations of Jesus Christ. Now I'm going to jump down to the 13th verse and read down to the 15th. And in the midst of 7 candlesticks, John on the Isle of Patmos saw this vision of Christ. One like unto the Son of Man, clothed with a garment down to his foot, and girded about the paps with a golden girdle, like you see us wearing girdles, because this is the customs of our forefathers. That's the reason why we wear girdles and armbands in the Eastern garments, because it's a custom of our forefathers. Now the 14th verse, his head and his hairs were white like wool. He had woolly hair, not like the image they show you, as white as snow, and he was fully gray. And his eyes were as a flame of fire. His eyes was red because he was a wine drinker. Like it alluded to him in the book of Genesis, the 49th chapter, said his eyes would be red with wine. And his feet in the 15th verse, like unto fine brass, as if they burnt in a furnace. So he was a very dark brown-skinned man. Brass is brown, and if you burn it, it's very dark, meaning he's a very dark-skinned man. Now, I'm going to go from there and go to the book of Luke, and I'm going to read about Christ's birthday. Because recently you had a holiday called Christmas. And they told you that Christ was born on December the 25th. That's a lie. In the book of Luke, the 2nd chapter, and the 40th to the 42nd verse, it states this. And the child grew and waxed strong in spirit, filled with wisdom, and the grace of the power was upon him. Now his parents went to Jerusalem every year at the feast of Passover. Passover come in the springtime. And when he was 12 years old, meaning on his 12th birthday, they went up to Jerusalem after the custom of the feast. So that clearly states that Christ was born in the springtime on the Passover. Okay, now I'm going to pass it on to the next brother, Masha.